Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about probably one of my favorite builds in Elden Ring, Faith. So one of the reasons I love the Faith build so much is just because there's so much you can do with it. There's so many different opportunities you have. Um, for example, you have fire, you have lightning, you have the dragon incantations, as well as you have the whole bubble and the whole golden stuff going on. There's just so many things you can do. You can be a caster or you can do melee and casting. Um, Regardless, with all of these, there's just possibilities are endless, and that's why I really enjoy Faith. For today, though, we're going to be talking strictly about fire, and this has carried me through. This build specifically has carried me through the game on this playthrough, first playthrough on like this account, and yeah, I've decimated every boss and every enemy. Like I think the longest boss that took me the most tries on this account so far was Melania, and that's at 5 tries. And most of those like are without like the mimic or any other summons. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So for starters, we are going to be talking about the Blasphemous Blade. So this sword's honestly one of my favorite swords. If you don't know where you get it from Rykard. You get it from Rykard, the boss all the way over here in Volcano Manor. Yeah, you kill him, and then you get his thing, and you get his sword as well as his incantation, which is also pretty good. That's up to you. I didn't grab it for this playthrough. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, Taker's Flame is just a giant line of fire, and basically what it does is when it hits an opponent, it gives you a good chunk of health back, and it does a lot of damage. The moveset's not too bad. And then so yeah, those are like the main moves. Those are the main movesets. So yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty solid. It's honestly been one of my favorite weapons in this whole playthrough. I don't think there's another one that I'd use. So now we have the claw mark seal. I've been working on leveling up multiple seals because each one gives you different things. Like giant flame, that's honestly the one I should have in here right now because I have the fire ones. But I also do like using the black flame, and the Godslayer seal is a higher level currently and does a little bit more damage. So that's that, as well as the claw mark seal. But yeah, it just kind of depends on what you like. If you're straight like bestial, then you'd use that. If you're using the giant ones that summon dragons, you'd use that, just because it boosts your damage. But yeah, for this, we'll go with one of these two, gravel or giant seal, depending on what spells we're using. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Sword of Milos. You can use this one, or you can use the Sacrificial Axe. I use the Sacrificial Axe because it's a lot lighter to carry. But basically, every time you defeat an enemy, you get some FP, which gives you more time to use your Taker's Flame. So yeah, Sacrificial Axe, it's the same thing. It's just it gives you like one less, and it's a lot lighter, so you're not as heavy of a load. In this case, I am a heavy load, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. But yeah, that's just kind of up to you. Oh, by the way, I am level 130. I do want to continue to do build guides, so if you guys want to see other ones, comment, put in the comments what you guys would like to see. But they're all going to be around level 130 just for the PvP meta. But yeah, armor, I just like Malekith's, honestly. And I don't have enough stamina equipment load to have a helmet, which I don't really care. I don't care for helmets that much. So yeah, I just use Malekith's. There's a lot of other ones that you can use. For example, like the Incantation Scarab, which reduces the FP cost, but it increases your damage taken. And yeah, there's quite a few that you could use. That's just the one that I personally prefer. So next we're going to be talking about the Talismans. These are some of the best ones. There are other ones you can use as well. For starters, we're going to talk about the Carrying Filigreed Crest. So this one, for those of you who don't know or who haven't gotten there yet, you get this, or you can buy this from Illich all the way up here, who's another giant blacksmith. Yeah, I mean, you just buy it from him. So Fire Scorpion Charm raises fire attack but lowers damage negation. This is important because, I mean, you need higher fire attack. You get this over here at Fort Lade. Yeah, it's on a walkway. It's not too hard to get to. The next one is the Ritual Sword Talisman. Raises attack power when HP is at maximum. Since you regen health, this buff usually stays on you for quite a while, because if someone hits you, you're going to be re-healing. So that's why I use that. You don't have to use it, but I really like it. And it just increases my attack power a lot. Now this one, and you get this one over here at the Lux Ruins. You get this one over here at the Lux Ruins after defeating the Demigod Queen. And then lastly, this one is kind of negotiable. You can change, I mean, you can change it to whatever you want, really. I do this one because it cancels out and it still gives you higher damage negation from the Fire Scorpion Charm. And this one you get right here in Fair Missoula. You get it between the Dragon Temple lift and the Dragon Temple rooftop. So you get it off one of these rocks down in here. Yeah, like I said, just boost your damage negation. I get hit a lot. I'm not very good at the game, really, so it helps a lot. Now, if you don't have that or you don't want to use that, you can use anything like raises strength or raises intelligence, or not intelligence, raises faith. You could use the Erdtree Favor. A lot of people like that one. Keep in mind, I don't have every talisman yet on this account. I do on my other one, but just for this. Another really good one is Godfrey Icon. Enhances charge, spells, and skills. You get this from fighting Godric again. Down here. There it is. You get it from fighting at the Golden Lineage Everjail. So yeah, those are the main ones I would say are good for this build setup. Now we're going to be talking about Flasks. I usually do a lot of health. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game, so I constantly get hit. And usually, like, Taker Slam is just so good. For the most part, I can kill every boss within 3 Flasks of Cerulean Tears. You can switch this around if you want. If you're good at like dodging and not getting hit, or if you're using a shield, then by all means have more of these. And yeah, it's just beneficial. I use Mimic Tear for almost everything if I need it. A lot of times I don't need it. Another good one to have is the Black Knife Tish. I've leveled him up, but I haven't really used him too much. I'll have to go through and look at other ones to test them out, just see what's good and what's not good. But yeah. And then Flask of Wondrous Physic. I have the Flame Shroud Crack Tier, which boosts your fire attacks, and then Opaline Bubble Tier, which basically allows you to tank any hit, just one hit, but you tank it. It like does almost no damage to you, so that's extremely useful. I always save the Flask of Wondrous Physic for the very end, when you're close, your heart's pumping, you've been struggling with this boss for like 10-15 tries, and you're like, okay, I'm about to beat him, and then you use this and you can take at least one hit, which usually will give you the opening to finish him off. That's how I beat Malenia, one of the ways. Yeah, so next I want to talk about the incantations. Some of the best incantations on this. There's obviously others. These are just the ones I have on here right now. But yeah, Burno Flame is the first one. So it basically just creates fire pillars. You get this from the Fire Giant. Flame grant you strength. You get this pretty early on. A lot of these you get from a book. You get from a book which drops from a dude running around here from the in front of the artist shack and going up to the Turtle Pope. So yeah, Flame Grabbing Strength gives you even more damage, believe it or not. Like, it's crazy how much damage you can stack on top. Next is Flame Sling. This is nice for, I use these mostly against those damn birds, like especially in Fair Missoula. I'll just stand at a distance, lock on, aim up a little bit, and usually it'll hit them. You can also use Flame Fall upon them, and you're just like, this is really good for spread out enemies. Fire's Deadly Sin's another really good one. If you're being just bombarded, you just do that. It does do damage to you, and I'm not sure if you guys remember, there used to be that glitch where you could use the shield that does takes damage done to you from sorceries or incantations and uses it against them as a cannon. Unfortunately, that got patched, but this is the spell that people use for it. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay. And then Black Flame. I honestly love Black Flame incantations as well. These ones you get from the Godskin duos. You can find them separately too. And you get if you get the prayer book in Stormvale Castle, that's how you get these. So yeah, you just spam it, and then it takes off some of the health, and yeah. So now we're gonna go test these out. I'm not gonna go to the beginning area that everyone goes to. I'm gonna go to Robview, Balcony, and Kaled, and I'm gonna show you guys a couple different. So yeah, we're gonna use all of these against these dudes. So first things first, take your flame. Just absolutely nuts. It just melts everything in front of them. I'll go show you on the dog over there here in a second. Yeah, and then like this Burno Flame. It's kind of like that one spell in Demon Souls that everyone hates. It's basically what it reminds me of. Flame Sling, it doesn't do the most damage, but it is still really good. Now if you're getting overwhelmed by enemies, then you can go ahead and use that. And then, let me demonstrate now with Gimme. Use that and you get your health back. So yeah, it's insane. The strength of this build. Oh, oops. That's what let's do. So yeah, with that on, I one-shot these dogs. I mean, they're not like super insanely hard or anything, but it's still crazy to think that I one-shot them. We'll go do this bird. Oh, it's a little too far away, I think. Nope. I even one-shot the giant bird. So yeah, let me get out of here, and then I'll go teleport to the mountaintop of giants. Fight some dudes over there, and yeah, just continue. Unfortunately, I don't have any bosses that I can really go up against, because I beat them all. Say a mountaintop of giants. Let's see. So yeah, we'll go do this giant right here. Just gonna go inflict some damage on them so you can see like just how much damage the sword does against like even good enemies. Like with this, I'm only 130, so you're usually around this level anyway. And like, I almost destroy Yeti easily. Now he hit me, and now I just use that, get my health back. You don't get all of it back, but you do get a decent amount of it. So yeah, the next thing I kind of want to show you guys is I don't use it, so that's why I didn't show you earlier. But if you guys wanted to, you can use Great Runes as well. Like I said, I don't like to. Oh, you're there. I don't really like to, but like I said, it's up to you. Godric's, I think, is still probably one of the best, just because it increases all of your stats, I believe, by like 3 to 5. I don't remember exactly. Riker's is pretty good. Restores HP upon defeating enemies. Radon's raises maximum HP and FP and stamina. Morgott greatly raises max HP. I'd honestly say, in my opinion, Mogs, I mean, and then Great Rune of the Unborn. I also haven't activated a couple of them, like Melania's. Like, yeah, like Melania's. I haven't activated all of the remembrances, and I haven't fought the deers because I just didn't feel like it in this one. But yeah, I'd say personally, this one's the best for this build, Radon's. And so yeah. But like I said, I don't really use them at all. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you guys would like to see other faith builds, or just any other builds in general, let me know in the comments which you'd like to see next, and I will go respec just to figure out what is the best build and setup for you guys. So just, oh yeah, a couple like I can't find all the weapons, but anyway, yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, leave a like, comment, subscription, and yeah, just comment what you'd like to see next. See you.